What's going on, everybody? Good morning, good evening, wherever you are, and whatever time it is. Welcome back to another video. We've been Measureholic. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my historical battle series, episode 2. Now, before we jump into today's battle, I have a couple of things that I need to cover with you guys. First is a minor correction. I forgot to mention the Battle of Pharsalus. That will be taking place between the Siege of Carthage and the Battle of Alesia, I believe. Yes, it'll be between those two. I just forgot to mention where that will be on the timeline. And the second thing is, unfortunately, this entire series cannot include the Battle of Cannae. I've tried many different things. I've tried adjusting my mods somewhat, and whatever I do, the game just crashes upon pressing the start battle screen. Start battle button, I should say. Start battle button. Nothing I can do about it really besides going completely vanilla, which would require me to completely wipe my game and reinstall, as my game is heavily modded, and I'm currently in the middle of recording for you guys my Roman campaign, which to me it's not worth going back to vanilla just to play this single little battle, especially in vanilla. I really don't like vanilla Rome 2. I haven't played it in years and I don't plan to anytime soon, so we're just going to be skipping Cannae. However, I have gone through every other battle and started it at the very least, just to see if there will be any other issues, and the only minor issue that we have besides Cannae is the Tudeberg Forest takes about 5 minutes to load. Literally 5 minutes, I'm not exaggerating. But besides that, it seemed to be working just fine. So every other battle should include divided Imperial units. It should work fairly seamlessly. The only other minor incompatibility we'll have is in the Battle of Pharsalus. But that's just with unit cards. It's very minor. Not a big deal whatsoever. So anyway, now that we have that out of the way, let's continue our series of historical battles with the Battle of Zama. Battle of Zama happened not long after the Battle of Cannae. Or actually, no, it was a fair bit long. I believe Hannibal was in Italy for 10 or 11 years, if I remember correctly. Maybe even more than that. And he was just rampaging up here. Meanwhile, Scipio, the general who will be commanding at the Battle of Zama, was over here in Spain, and he was getting a lot of victories against Carthage, and he famously even used Hannibal's tactics against the Carthaginians and the Iberians himself. And eventually, instead of going to Italy to fight Hannibal, he just went straight to North Africa and threatened the city of Carthage. Hence, Hannibal had to go back and confront him. Hence, we have the Battle of Zama. Just a little bit of context to those of you that might not know. I'm sure most of you do, but anyway, just in case. Let's check it out. I'll read the description, difficulty, and then we'll jump on in. During the Second Punic War, with Hannibal still in Italy, the brilliant young Roman general Scipio scored many victories against Carthage in Spain, eventually driving them out of the territory altogether. He then ventured to Africa, where he met Hannibal, recalled from Italy to face him at the Battle of Zama. So basically what I just said to you guys, but that's all you guys need to know. We're going to be commanding the Roman forces, and this is going to be a really fun battle. I kind of expect this to be one of the easier battles, but again, I haven't played this for a very long time, and I've never completed it, so we'll have to see. Maybe I'm incorrect. Who knows? Anyway, let's jump on in.
In 202 BC, the Second Punic War between Rome and Carthage looked to be nearing its conclusion. Despite the stunning successes of the Carthaginian commander, Hannibal, in Italy, the Roman general Scipio had invaded Africa and was threatening Carthage herself. Carthage recalled Hannibal and his army to fight Scipio. Hannibal and Scipio were the two best commanders of their age, neither general having lost a battle before. They would finally meet at Zama.
Okay guys, so just before I hit the start battle button here, I just want to let you guys know I'm not including the loading screens for these battles because they glitch out and corrupt my footage when I record them. I'm not sure why, but it's been a thing that has always happened to me while recording Rome 2 in particular. I do include them in the campaign, but that's because I don't really include much of the footage or the audio in the campaign, so you guys just see the loading screens for just a few seconds. Hence why they're rather short on my campaign. But in these battles, I'm not going to bother just because they glitch out a lot and I can't really talk to you guys while they're glitching out. It's a little hard to describe, but either way, essentially the footage gets corrupted. So we're just going to be going to the battle here. I'll still try to identify the threats of the enemy army and my own threats, what my strengths are, weaknesses are in my army. I'll be talking about that as the battle commences, but I just wanted to throw that little side note in, and that'll be the same way for all of the historical battles to come. Anyway, let's start the battle.
Hannibal and Scipio finally meet on the battlefield. Scipio is able to bring experienced legionaries to the battle. Hannibal, meanwhile, is forced to rely mostly on mercenaries and fresh recruits, keeping his most elite troops in reserve. With his Numidian allies, Scipio has a cavalry advantage over Hannibal's horsemen. Yet Hannibal still has his war elephants. The Romans must find a way to deal with this threat. The outcome of the Second Punic War hinges on the result of this battle.
Okay.
Commander, now is the time to strike and defeat Carthage. Quick march!
Oh
The
crap.
enemy elephants charge, a terrible sight. Commander,
Alright, we're gonna do just what Scipio did historically. Break up the legion
your orders?
and try to allow the elephants to run through. Kind of thought they were gonna charge at the start based on them being at the front of the army. Oh no, they're going to the right. No. Come back, you bastards. But I'm trying to do it this way because all of my troops have Pila to throw at the elephants, so I'll actually kill a lot of them. But we need to kill these very, very quickly. If we don't, we're screwed. Oh, look at that. Oh, they're getting annihilated. Oh, mate. Oh. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Move back a little. Did you guys throw? No, you didn't. Come over here. Throw your stuff. Cavalry, get in there. Yes. Good. I still have more. Come on. It should be about dead. These elephants have no armor, hence why they're dying so easily to our Pila. We're losing a lot of velites, but I'm not too worried, to be honest. Okay. Why are they not throwing? Okay, I guess they went within their range. Anyway, that is that. Now it is time to form up our battle.
The enemy are bereft. Their elephants lie slain. Now they advance on foot.
Okay, they're advancing on foot. Thank you for letting me know, mate.
Melee troops awaiting orders.
Let's form up how I would form up the army, rather than their formation.
Happy to serve double time.
Wow, we have a lot of triaro and cavalry. Oh crap, they're coming! Quick. Oh dear. Send our spearmen to the flanks to help out our cav. We have the cavalry advantage, I just need to not throw the advantage away. That's basically the main threat here.
Missiles awaiting targets.
Have our velites hold. I wonder if we can surround their cavalry. So they have 2 units on the right, 2 on the left. These are shock. You can tell they're shock cavalry by that symbol of the spears and melee cavalry coming at us. Come over to this side. Okay. Like I said, we have the cavalry advantage, but we just need to make sure we maintain it. You can throw it away pretty easily if you just charge in willy-nilly. We have some Triarii in the rear here. Scipio himself is chilling. Oh. Yeah, they're hitting my cavalry there. It's the kind of thing we need to not be doing. Oh, that charge. Alright, let's tie them up. Let's just do it. We'll commit to this right side. This side here, fall back. Again, no reason to throw it away if we can avoid it. But I don't know if we really can avoid it.
Riders, advance!
We await your command.
Velites, now!
Hit their cavalry, please. Not too much, because we're going to get a lot of friendly fire from it. One more. Alright, that's enough. Hold. They're going to be gone in a minute. Back off. Their cavalry is running around doing whatever they like. Forgot about that unit there. We're just going to receive their charge for now. Alright, let's go on. Hold your position. I don't think I care too much about what stance my Hastati are in, because they're Hastati. They're honestly not going to do too well either way. Oh crap, hello. You wanted some more apparently, okay. Fair enough. But the Carthaginians actually have superior infantry here. They have some really excellent spearmen. I mean, it's kind of rough to say that their infantry are better across the board, but they have some elite spearmen. We have the Triarii, which are excellent, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to say which one's better and which one isn't. Look how they're attacking us though. This is making it really awkward to fight. Let's move up, because they're trying to attack us in a wave. They have one wave up and then they have the second wave advancing. I don't like that. I prefer they all attacked at once. Alright, you go out here, chill out. You come over here. We need to draw out this unit, split it up. We decimated the cavalry on this right flank. Okay, besides that though, we just need to use our cavalry. I just need to be smart with them. Send them in. Those units gave up chasing my cav. Let's let them engage, and then we shall come in with these rear charges. Oh, we have some units in the back here. Deal with them. Balearic slingers. Balearic slingers, best slingers in the game, in my opinion. And I feel like in a lot of different people's opinions, they're often prized by Let's Players. And for good reason though. Oh wow. For very good reason. They're excellent. Slingers in general in Divided Empire are kind of the silent killers of the battlefield. If you leave them unchecked, they will get a lot of kills. I found that out the hard way. Alright. Come over here. Look at that. They broke through the center already. Send up our reserve Triarii. No, stop glitching out. Come on. There you go. You come in with the rear charge. You come in with yours. You engage there. You guys come up and around. Alright, let's get these charges happening. We need the bulk of their line to retreat. How did I forget about that, man? The last battle I did pretty average with my oh, hello. I did pretty average with my handling of the cavalry, and now I'm doing the same thing, basically. One thing you'll notice in every battle I do, basically, is I move the camera around a lot. It's something that I've noticed some other Total War players don't really do, which is interesting to me. But doesn't mean that I'm right or wrong, just means that I do it differently. But I would encourage you, if you're struggling with like figuring out what's going on in your battles, I would encourage you to try and do it. Move your camera, use your WASD keys, get involved. I've left them in for way too long. Get the charges happening. If we don't get those charges happening, they're just gonna do what they like. Oh man, we're not killing enough of them. There's their general. Hannibal, you little bugger. Come here. Come to daddy. Pull out. These slingers, holy crap. They're still going. What champions? That's insane. I can't believe that. But yeah, I like to move my camera around and get behind the enemy too, just to see it from their perspective. And it helps you see breaches like this one here.
Yours to command. At speed.
Again, everyone plays Total War differently, or games in general differently at least.
Forward. Missile armed riders.
Come on, man, it's just Hannibal.
Melee cavalry ready. Advance.
Man, my cavalry really hasn't had the impact that I've been wanting it to. Oh no, you're going over here. These are all pretty much just skirmisher cav though. We have a couple melee cav. Oh gosh, look at that. Another opening. What? Oh mate, that's not good. Okay. Get in there and help out. Man, I thought this would be a lot easier than it's turning out to be. This is crazy. You're facing... No, you're facing that way. Don't charge. Far out. They're just grinding through, man.
General, for glory.
That's insane. Come in, charge those light swordsmen. Go in. We need to get Hannibal. Get him out of here. We get him the route, then we'll have a better chance. Scipio came in. Didn't do much. Oh well. Principe's coming back. Both of you pull out. Hannibal's still holding for now. Oh, look at that. He's trying to run for it. Oh man, I hate seeing the enemy just pull through our troops. It's one of the most annoying things because there's just much you can do about it. Getting some decent rear charges now. If we could get Hannibal to retreat, then that would break his army. Oh dear. Oh, he's retreating. He's shattered. Okay, alright. They should all in general be easier to shatter now. Yep, there goes them. Okay. We need to hit them while they're wavering. Oh crap, I hate when units are split up like that. It makes it so awkward to charge them. We're gonna lose that unit there. Come over here. Here we go. Getting some nice routes. Some scattered routes, but nice routes still. Cavalry back. Man, this is really working my cavalry micro, isn't it? I'm leaving these units in. Once they're wavering, they're pretty much done. As soon as you pull them out, they'll begin routing, like proper shattering. Come over here, back up the Velites Plus. Get in there. This one unit is so... Little prick. What do you want, mate? Stop chasing my cav. You're a swordsman. You're not supposed to do that. Alright. My cavalry is getting very tired, though. And they're taking casualties, so they're going to start becoming less and less effective. Oh, man. Oh, man. Scipio, your boy. Pop a rally. We're gonna get him involved. Oh dear. This is not looking fantastic. Oh wait, no, we got a big route in the center. And in the rear. Yes, yes, yes. And look at that. Oh, the chain routes. Oh, that's sexy. Oh, yes. Get the swordsmen around. Get them in the back. Oh, mate. That's what we wanted. These guys are surrounded, but they're not going anywhere. Try and line you up for a charge. Come up here, give some moral support. Come on, charge across the board. Oh, mate. Look at this. Look at them all routing. They're all in the way. Far out. Their troops held so well though. But with Hannibal fleeing the field like the coward he is, they just can't handle it. Look at that. That entire flank's just routed. Oh my goodness. They still have this in the center and a pocket over here. Get the rear charge happening. Imagine playing a whole battle in this point of view. I should try that sometime. It's so much better. You can see the battlefield. Yep, there they go. They're gone. Nice.
We are at your command, General.
Scipio has to get a few kills, that way he can say that he, you know, actually fought. He did good though, like I positioned him in a spot where I knew my troops were struggling with morale. So your general doesn't always have to be devoted to fighting and rear charging. Often your general's really excellent for rear charging, especially in the early game when you don't have much cavalry. But in a battle like this where your infantry is really struggling to hold, he can be often be a bit more efficient just by having him sit right behind your troops. Just got to be careful of enemy skirmishers. To go back to this one real quick, you can see we have these guys surrounded, and then this. We pretty much have the battle. Well, we do, but one thing I would advise you to be careful of is in some battles like this, in particular on campaigns where you're playing on harder difficulty, troops like these will hold out for an insanely long time. You can see these guys aren't even wavering. They're in the green. They're confident somehow. Despite their entire army shattering, despite all of that, these guys are confident. And so you do need to be careful because it won't really cost you a victory often, but it can cost you units to die unnecessarily. So one thing I try and do is send in my fresh troops, and the troops that are going to kill them rather than just do their thing and grind at them. Like Triaria, excellent units. Well, these are our auxiliary Triaria. But Triaria in general are excellent units, but they don't really get kills. And I've said before in my campaign that they're not really good units, and it might seem like a little bit of a weird thing to say. But when you compare the spear to the might and the efficiency of the sword, it's not really a comparison. Let's see if we get any kills in this charge though. These troops are both fresh, I believe. Yep, they're charging in nicely, getting a good charge. Push that line. Need to give another attack order when the unit moves forward, just to make sure that your troops move forward and keep attacking. They've gone from confident to steady, but we haven't really killed too many yet. You know what I might do? I might move this Triare around this side. But yeah, this is often when I would cut out footage of a battle in a grand campaign, or any campaign, but right now I'm doing a grand campaign. But this is where I would cut out the footage because you have these units that just sit there no matter what. It's a common issue in Rome 2. I've been looking on the Divided Empire forums on the Total War Center, seeing what people have been thinking. There's been quite a few complaints about troops just holding, and this isn't a Divided Empire thing. From what I've gathered, it seems as in a recent update, the developers of Rome 2 added in a feature which is a last stand mechanic, which basically makes you a few last strong units, and these are all strong units. They're all really good spearmen, all excellent Carthaginian phalanx troops. They will just hold out regardless. The best way to do it is to charge them in the rear multiple times and try to leave a pocket open, apparently. I've tried to leave ways for them to retreat and it never did any difference, so I don't know how true that is, but I've heard people say that. Alright, we need to get Scipio over here, because it's just a little ridiculous. But yeah, apparently it's a Rome 2 thing. Hopefully the modders can deal with it. They have said that they're looking into it, which is awesome, because yeah, this just shouldn't really be a thing. But anyway, besides that, the battle was pretty successful. It was actually harder than what I thought it would be. I figured once we defeated the elephants, it would be pretty easy, but their spearmen were really excellent, and they grinded through my troops. Most of my Hastati took heavy losses. Cavalry, it's about a 50-50. Half of them did. Holy crap! What was that? 556 units killed. Wow. So they did pretty good, but they took heavy losses. But that's probably just from my micromanaging, to be honest. You can see the difference in the Hastati and the Principes, and that's why in my campaign I only use Principes. I never bother getting Hastati. Yeah, they're fairly cheaper, but they cost the same population, and that's a really big deal to me in campaign. Alright, I'm at the edge of fast forwarding this now. They are starting to waver. We're getting our army around them to try and intimidate them a little bit. But anyway, let's just fast forward down here. Bottom right. Man, this is just ridiculous. I really hate this, but it's just Total War. Total War has a lot of issues. I could be just constantly recharging them, but I figured since these guys are already wavering, we might just leave it. See if that does anything. Getting some kills. One unit routed over here. There we go. This guy should rout now. There we go.
We have won. The great General Hannibal
is beaten. The war is surely over. I'm sorry, mate. The game interrupted you. Okay, let's go to the loading screen, or the screen that we can chill on at least, and talk about the kills. Okay, so we deployed 4,300. They deployed 5,100. And we lost 1,500. They lost 3,800. Holy crap. Wow. That's interesting. They killed a fair good number of our troops. If this were a campaign, I'd consider this a really costly battle. And like I said, the Hastati didn't do very well. This unit did well in particular, but I'm sure it got a little bit lucky, to be honest. But when you look at the Hastati, and then you just compare them to the Principes, even the Samnite Principes just did better than any of our Hastati units. These units didn't do as well as you would expect, but you have to remember I kept most of the Principes in reserve. I didn't actually commit all of them to the main line of fighting. Triarii did excellent, surprisingly. I mean, I know they're good units, but I didn't expect them to get that many kills. And then you have to... What's there to say about the cavalry? 550, 250, 83, 170, 100, 112, 167, 316. The Numidians performed excellently, as they do at an elite tier. When they're at a low tier, though, the Numidian and Libyan units are pretty poor. But as they get higher tier, they're actually excellent units. It's really surprising how well their infantry is as well, which you guys... should have seen in my campaign. But yeah, not a lot to say. Not really too much to say about the battle. That you can tell where their units got their kills from. Their main line, 225 kills. That's insane. One thing to mention though about all of our kills is that a lot of them, maybe not a lot, but a good chunk, I'd say about 20 to 30%, were probably from the units routing, because when they rout and they're surrounded, they just get slaughtered. That's why not many of them actually managed to escape. So you do have to keep that in account. It's probably why the Triarii did so well, I'd imagine. They're not killing units, really. I'm really surprised they did that well at all. I'd imagine it's because they had the enemy surrounded and they routed, because look at that. They didn't lose any, but they killed 230. So that must have been it. But anyway, enough of me talking. Thank you all so much for coming in and hanging out. The next battle will be, we just did the Battle of Zama. The next one will be the Battle of Pydna, where we shall play as Rome up against the Macedonians. And then after that, once again, followed by Carthage. And then we go to the Battle of Alesia, the Battle of Pharsalus, and then the Battle of the Nile. I said earlier that it would be between Carthage and Alesia, didn't I? I don't know what's wrong with me. I keep mixing up where Pharsalus is going. Caesar won in Alesia, and then he moved on. And then he had the Civil War, which was the Battle of Pharsalus, and then he had the Battle of the Nile after that. So, correcting my correction. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next one.